In the fast-moving world of AI, the race never stops. Every year, new models are launched, promising more. But what if the future of AI has arrived? What if the next leap in technology is already here? Introducing Gemini 3, a true game-changer. Gemini 3 isn't just another AI model. It's a massive leap forward in the AI world. Forget everything you thought you knew. Gemini 3 pushes the limits of what's possible. It's an evolution of intelligence, and it's real. The specs of Gemini 3 alone are mind-blowing. It has a context window of 1 million tokens. This is far beyond what any other model offers. 1 million tokens means massive information processing. It tackles complex tasks that other AIs can't touch. Now imagine this, a single AI doing it all. It handles data analysis, coding, problem-solving, and writing. It's like having a personal assistant and a genius coder. All of this in one unified platform. Gemini 3 truly redefines what AI can do. But what does this mean in real-world terms? Let's put Gemini 3 to the test. I'll show you how this AI handles difficult tasks. Let's start with a simple but challenging request. Can Gemini 3 create a fully functional Windows 11 desktop clone? Now, this isn't just about graphics or images. We want a working, interactive environment, a desktop that behaves like the real thing. Every app, every feature must function as expected. And Gemini 3 makes it happen. With just one prompt, Gemini 3 goes to work. It analyzes the task and breaks it down. Within moments, it produces a fully functioning desktop. Microsoft Word? Check. Google Chrome? Check. Even the calculator, Paint app, and more, perfectly recreated. But here's the impressive part. It's not just basic functions. Gemini 3 gets every little detail right. Type in Word, it works flawlessly. Bold text, change fonts, use shortcuts, everything. It's all seamless, fast, and responsive. Want to open Chrome and browse the web? No problem. Gemini 3 makes it happen. Search for anything. Visit websites. Browse with ease. Everything you expect works just like the real thing. This is beyond impressive. It's AI mastery in action. But we're not stopping here. Let's test Gemini 3's visual capabilities. Can it solve visual puzzles that baffle other AIs? Let's upload a stereogram, an image that hides a 3D object. And here's the twist. Other AIs fail at this task. But Gemini 3 doesn't just attempt it, it nails it. After analyzing the image, it reveals the hidden object. It identifies the 3D shape, a plane, with remarkable accuracy. Other models couldn't even come close. Gemini 3 is on a level of its own. This isn't just about the basics. Gemini 3 can handle visually complex tasks. It processes images, detects hidden objects, and more. All of this just by analyzing a single image. It's no surprise that Gemini 3 is leading the pack. So, what's next? Let's push Gemini 3 even further. Can it create a visual simulation of a beehive? We'll test its ability to simulate realistic, moving bees. And once again, Gemini 3 delivers flawlessly. It simulates every detail, from bee movement to honey storage. Even the colony size and resource availability can be adjusted. This isn't just impressive. It's a breakthrough in AI modeling. From basic functions to advanced simulations, Gemini 3 nails it. And we've only just begun to scratch the surface. We've seen the power of Gemini 3 in action. But what about its real-world applications? Let's take things up a notch and dive deeper. Can Gemini 3 handle tasks that require advanced creativity? Let's test it with a challenge only the best can handle. The future of AI is here, and it's more than just a tool. Gemini 3 is the key to unlocking a world of possibilities. Whether you're a developer, designer, teacher, or business owner, there's never been a better time to embrace the power of AI. With Gemini 3, the only limit is your imagination. As we continue to explore and test its limits, the one thing we know for sure is this: Gemini 3 is not just the future, it's the now. And we're only getting started. So, what will you create with Gemini 3? The possibilities are endless, and the future is in your hands. It's time to step into a world where anything is possible. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Gemini 3. Imagine creating a fully functional Photoshop clone. And I'm not talking about just an image editor. We need brushes, layers, filters, blending modes, and more. Every tool must work, and it must be fully interactive. Most AI models would fail at this task, but Gemini 3 doesn't. With one prompt, Gemini 3 generates a working Photoshop clone. Brush tools? Check. Layer management? Check. Filters, blending modes, erasers, all functioning perfectly. You can change brush sizes, adjust opacity, and even toggle layers. This is no longer a mock-up. It's a fully functional tool. Want to adjust the blending mode for a layer? Gemini 3 does that effortlessly. Need to create a new layer and draw over it? Done without a hitch. This level of complexity in a single prompt is unprecedented. But we are not stopping at Photoshop clones. Let's test Gemini 3 with a visual simulation of a game. I'm talking about a space shooter game. Fly through asteroid fields, shoot lasers at alien invaders. This is a full-on game, and Gemini 3 is up for the challenge. Within moments, Gemini 3 generates the entire game. You can use the arrow keys to navigate the ship, fire lasers, dodge asteroids, and even rack up a score. It's fully interactive, and it works flawlessly. This is more than just code generation. It's game development. But it doesn't stop there. Gemini 3 is capable of creating complex simulations. We're talking about real-time physics, particle effects, and more. It's not just coding a game, it's creating an experience. And it does this all in one prompt, with no errors. Now, let's go even further. What about creating a 3D scene from an image? Let's upload an image and see what Gemini 3 does. We're not just talking about basic 3D rendering. This is 3D asset creation in a fully interactive environment. Within seconds, Gemini 3 generates a dynamic 3D scene. The details are impressive. The animation of falling sakura petals is stunning. The scene is immersive, with depth and motion that bring it to life. Gemini 3 can take an image and turn it into an experience. This is next-level AI visual creativity at its finest. But let's test its limits. What about ray tracing? Can Gemini 3 simulate realistic lighting and reflections? Let's challenge it with a complex scenario. A street scene with two metallic spheres suspended above. As we adjust the settings, Gemini 3 handles it all. It adjusts the color, roughness, and metallic properties of the spheres. It simulates realistic reflections and lighting. Even the shadow effects work, though not perfect. This is a high-level simulation, and Gemini 3 does it effortlessly. You're probably thinking, can it handle something even more complex? Let's ask Gemini 3 to create a comprehensive financial analysis. We'll upload a Q4 report from major companies. Then, Gemini 3 will generate detailed charts, forecasts, and more. It processes the information and presents an executive summary. Financial metrics, comparison visuals, Monte Carlo forecasts. Gemini 3 doesn't just analyze data, it makes it actionable. It even simulates future stock price trajectories. This is AI at its finest, taking raw data and turning it into insight. Next, let's challenge it with design. We'll ask Gemini 3 to create a drag-and-drop UI builder. With advanced features like snap-to-grid, alignment guides, and more. Within moments, it generates a fully functional design tool. You can resize elements, change colors, and even insert images. This isn't just about generating code. It's about creating solutions. Gemini 3 is redefining what's possible in AI-driven design. From complex simulations to advanced coding tasks, it does it all. And it does it in real time, without missing a beat. This level of performance is unprecedented in the world of AI. So, how does Gemini 3 stack up in the real world? It's leading the pack in every category. From game development to 3D asset creation, from financial analysis to advanced design tools. Gemini 3 isn't just a tool, it's the future of AI. Now that we've seen Gemini 3 tackle complex tasks, let's dive deeper. What makes this AI model so revolutionary? It's not just its capabilities, it's its adaptability. Gemini 3 doesn't just handle tasks, it evolves with them. Every test we throw at it, it adapts and improves. But what does this mean for real-world applications? Let's talk about the future of AI and its potential. Gemini 3 is setting the standard for what AI can achieve. From automating tasks to solving problems no human can, it's clear that Gemini 3 is a game-changer. In fields like coding and software development, Gemini 3 is already taking over. Imagine asking it to create a fully functional website. You provide the prompt, and within moments, it's done. Every button, every page, every script works as intended. But Gemini 3 doesn't stop at coding. It's about creativity, too. What about music? Could it compose a symphony? Let's challenge Gemini 3 to create a full track. Within seconds, it generates an entire song, complete with instruments. You can adjust the tempo, change the instruments, and more. This level of creative control is unheard of. And it's not just about code. It's about art, design, and imagination. Gemini 3 brings creativity and logic together like never before. It's not just an AI that answers questions. It's an AI that creates new worlds. But how does Gemini 3 work its magic? Behind the scenes, it uses cutting-edge multimodal processing. It understands not only text, but images, sound, and even video. This allows Gemini 3 to interact with the world in a way no model can. It learns, adapts, and constantly improves. From video game development to movie production, Gemini 3 can do it all. It's a one-stop shop for creative projects of any scale. But the real power lies in its accessibility. Gemini 3 is not just for experts, it's for everyone. With platforms like the Gemini app and Google's AI Studio, users can tap into its potential with ease. It's no longer about knowing how to code, it's about having ideas. Imagine being able to build anything you want, from websites and games to entire simulations and applications. With Gemini 3, the only limit is your imagination. It's democratizing AI and making it available to everyone. From hobbyists to professionals, Gemini 3 empowers all creators. So, what's next for Gemini 3? The possibilities are endless. We've seen how it can revolutionize fields like coding, creativity, and education. But as the technology continues to evolve, we can only imagine the future applications it will unlock. One thing is clear. Gemini 3 is leading the way. It's not just a tool. It's a partner in creation, It's the next step in AI evolution. And as it grows, so will the opportunities it provides. The future of AI is here, and it's called Gemini 3. Now that we've explored what Gemini 3 can do, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. What does the rise of this AI model mean for us? Is it a glimpse into the future or a new way of life? With Gemini 3, we're not just witnessing an evolution, we're living it. We've seen its capabilities, from coding and design to creative thinking. But the real power of Gemini 3 lies in its potential. It's an AI that can learn, adapt, and evolve. Every time it encounters a new challenge, it grows smarter. This means the possibilities are not just endless, they're expanding. Think about industries beyond the obvious ones, like tech or design. How could Gemini 3 change the way businesses operate? From automating tasks to offering real-time solutions, it's clear that Gemini 3 is reshaping business operations. It can analyze data, predict trends, and optimize processes instantly. But beyond business, consider the societal impact. Gemini 3 can bring education to every corner of the world. It can be a tutor for anyone, anywhere, anytime. No more struggling to find a teacher or expert in niche subjects. With Gemini 3, knowledge is democratized and accessible to all. In healthcare, its applications are even more profound. Imagine AI helping doctors diagnose conditions faster and more accurately. Gemini 3 can analyze medical images, patient history, and genetic data. It could assist in creating personalized treatment plans. This is AI that doesn't just work for us, it works with us. But it's not just about efficiency or convenience. Gemini 3 is about creating a new way of thinking. It challenges us to rethink how we approach problems. Whether it's in coding, art, science, or healthcare, Gemini 3 encourages innovation by offering new tools for creation. And perhaps most exciting of all is the human-AI partnership. No longer are we simply interacting with tools. With Gemini 3, we're collaborating with intelligence. We can create, build, and innovate alongside this powerful AI. It's not about replacing human effort. It's about enhancing it. So, what does the future hold for us and Gemini 3? As this AI continues to evolve, so will its applications. It will unlock new opportunities for creators, businesses, and individuals alike. With its ability to handle complex tasks, it will push the boundaries of what's possible. And as we move forward, one thing is certain. Gemini 3 will be at the forefront.